that if you want to really get the results in anything that you do, you have to do it properly. You have to do it with discipline. It's not a chalta hai attitude. A horoscope can tell you everything. Where you have come from, where you are going, what kind of karma you're taking with you. Jyotish is like that Google map. When should I take my right? When should I go left? When can I accelerate? When should I just park on the side and wait? So that's what it is. There's just blatant ignorance about the scope and the power of Jyotish. Firstly, it's not cool. It's not cool to go to a temple. It's not cool to wear a tika. It's not cool. So that's something that people take a lot of time to terms with. The sun and the moon in the sky are literally together. Then the day after Amavasya, you start with first day. So with each day, just think of the sun as you know here, and the moon with each day starts going further and further away from the sun, and it gets more and more light. So it's kind of like I'm going to go out there and independent, do my own thing. See, your most important account in this lifetime is your karmic account. We are spiritual beings having a material existence. It's not the other way around. If you really want to get the best of Jyotish, you gotta go like you go to a GP for a monthly checkup. मैं ठीक हूँ, सब कुछ ठीक है, अपने सारे टेस्ट कराओ.
What does a Tirth Yatra do for a person's well-being while they are going through a phase of Rahu, Ketu, Shani? And is there any way that we can understand those scripts and then maybe help rewriting?
Even God is bound by karma. If we look at Vishnu, he's bound by karma. He has to sustain. Brahma has to create. The only reason we are born is because of our desires, which is Rahu. So Rahu pulls us back onto this plane, and then we go through our life because of Shani, which is our karma.
How there is this mind shift change that you see when you're working with clients in the realm of Jyotish. But any precautions that you would tell the audience who might be sitting on AI apps and finding answers to their karmic stories, anything that they should be careful of?
What is that mystical thread which connects our own inner being to something which is much larger in the cosmos?